Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. And this is another pro wrestling related video. I got a question for y'all because looking at the last episode about that match, that death match between Samoa Joe and Necro Butcher, I got a question because Mad Man Pondo, Mad Man Pondo is like a hardcore legend too. Him and Necro Butcher both are. And Samoa Joe, he's a pro wrestling veteran. But this is another hardcore ECW legend that unfortunately passed away a few years back. Yeah, like this pro wrestler was known for starting up controversy because the most controversial wrestling match that people like remember him for is the mass transit incident where he was wrestling against this 17-year 17-year young man. He was wrestling against a teenager, and the teenager went by the name of Eric Koulos, but I think like the character as a character, like the character that he was portraying as a pro wrestler, went by the name of Mass Transit. And what he's known for is cutting the young man's forehead wide open, where the young man had to have stitches because he was pissed off with him. You know what I mean? Asked him could he like do some stuff to him, and he told him no. But yeah, the mass transit incident, like he cut the young man's forehead wide open, and blood just came out everywhere. I mean, he could have killed the young man. I mean, a lot of people say that this professional wrestler was like a psycho, but yeah, he had passed away, R.I.P. I got a question. New Jack versus Mad Man Pondo versus Necro Butcher. If this if these three were to go up against each other in a triple threat death match, who do y'all feel would win in this triple threat death match? Yeah, my fellow New Jack fans, and again, R.I.P. New Jack, may God rest his soul. But yeah, Madman Pondo fans, Necro Butcher fans, like if this triple threat death match was to go down, who do you feel would win? Who do you feel would come out on top? I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. So yeah, this is like a death match, a hardcore death match, and that's the thing about it. One of the things I've noticed about the WWE, they have first blood matches, a last man standing match, an Iron Man match, ladder match. But the one match that they don't have in the WWE is a death match. I don't even think they have death matches in the TNA. And yeah, as far as I know from my understanding, they don't even do death matches in the AEW. I don't even think they even do death matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But if these three were to go up against each other in a triple threat match, who do y'all got winning? Yeah, my fellow wrestling fans, let's chat. Let's have a discussion about this. I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. New Jack versus Madman Pondo versus Necro Butcher in a triple threat death match. This is a triple threat death match that'll definitely go either way. There would be blood all over the place. There would be blood going everywhere. You know, New Jack was like known as like a controversial pro wrestler. He will probably have like a weapon on him because even in the match that New Jack had went up against when he wrestled Hunter Red, he stabbed him. He stabbed him like 9 times. But I feel if this match was to happen, I feel that Madman Pondo would probably win. But it'll definitely be a very entertaining match. It'll definitely be a very bloody death match. All three of these guys would have their foreheads cut wide open because, you know, with New Jack, That's the whoa, I don't have to yeah, y'all I'm pretty sure my fellow wrestling fans know this. Y'all know this. The same thing with Necro Butcher's forehead. You know what I mean? You know, by cutting themselves just to make themselves bleed. But yeah, this would definitely be a bloody match. This triple threat death match would be like a bloodbath. It'll be a bloodbath, but that's another thing about it too. New Jack and Mad Man Pondo, these are like two pro wrestlers that are in video games. Mad Man Pondo is in the video game Backyard Wrestling, and New Jack is in the video game Backyard Wrestling too. Don't try this at home, but yeah, I feel that Mad Man Pondo would come out on top. Yeah, Mad Man Pondo as a pro wrestler, he's definitely a hardcore legend. New Jack was a hardcore legend too, and Necro Butcher, all three of these pro wrestlers, but this would definitely be a bloody death match. It'll be a bloodbath. The whole wrestling ring would be filled up with blood. You know what I mean? But I got Mad Man Pondo coming out on top in this match. But yeah, my fellow wrestling fans, let's chat. New Jack fans, my fellow New Jack fans, Mad Man Pondo fans, Necro Butcher fans, let's chat. Who would win in a triple threat death match between New Jack versus Mad Man Pondo versus Necro Butcher? Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.